What the shit? What? Hello? Am I back? Okay, what the fuck? What the fuck? Alright, there we go. Alright, hang on a second. Hang on. Hang on. Hello? Okay. Tadakichi. Tadakichi, you are officially banned from touching buttons. I don't know if you did that or if I did that or what the fuck, but I don't trust anything anymore. That was fucking weird. Okay? Just sit there, enjoy yourself. Don't play with anything, especially if you don't know what the hell it is. Because if you ended my stream by accident, I'm going to kill you. With love. I'm totally kidding, by the way, but hey, what the fuck was that? That confused everybody, I'm sure. Anyways, my thumbnail's done. Hell yeah. And like, Ron Weasley here, I'm going to keep him. Don't matter. Alright, so. Yep, that is a beautiful thumbnail, friends. Okay, and then I want to actually export this as a either PNG or JPEG or something. I'm going to figure that out. Yeah, no transparency. Copyright and contact info, sure. Let's see. I mean, size-wise, a smaller file, yep. Size-wise, that's fine for now. You know, I'm just going to adjust thumbnail size later if I need to, but, you know, good start for now. As far as what I want to do. Ugh, Jesus, I have to keep track of all my shit, and it's so annoying sometimes. Okay, movie stuff, thumbnails, yep, thumbnail, small. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Look at that glorious thumbnail, guys. Alright. Nope. Shut up. Photoshop, you get to shut up now. Alright, great. So, now we can get to the matter at hand. Alright, so I'm also just going to have my image I just made to serve as a backdrop. So, dude, quick access, you need to shut up sometimes. Yeah. And then I want you to view, yep, like that. Yep. We're going to open this guy up. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Welcome to Austin Movies. Like, not only is that my thumbnail that's going to be on YouTube, but this is also just the backdrop image for discussing a movie. Yeah. So, welcome to Austin Movies, where we talk about movies that I like. Because Austin likes comics, Austin likes music, and Austin likes movies, and Austin likes video games. So, how do I talk about movies? Well, we use Austin Movies. What do you think, guys? You know, this would be much easier if the stream didn't fucking end randomly. Tadakichi. I'm officially blaming you because I know you're fucking around with shit, so take that. I wasn't breaking the stream, so who else am I gonna blame? Your mom? Alright, so we already have a couple of reviews and stuff. Actually, Facebook here, I don't necessarily need that. Actually, wait, never mind, I take that back. I take that back. Shit. I hate when I do that to myself. So annoying. Like, I'm trying to get on a flow of conversation with myself, but then I totally fuck it up by closing a tab. Alright, you guys liking what you see so far? You know, give me feedback, say yo. You know, because I don't know if I lost all the chat with the stream dying, so... Alright. Check that real quick. I want to go to my page. That's my Facebook. Hi. Alright, so. Last night, I saw Knock at the Cabin, which this movie came out last night. So, I wasn't Wait, was it? No, it wasn't last night. It was the night before. So I saw Knock at the Cabin on the 2nd. So, the day before, it was supposed to come out on the 3rd. Alright, so I guess they did like a early release of the movie and I just happened to be able to see it. I wasn't even paid to do it. It wasn't even sponsored by NextEd Media, who I work with for the movie review stuff. So shout out to NextEd Media, by the way. Love you, Cody. So as far as Knock at the Cabin's concerned, I just saw it based on my movie subscription service at Regal Theaters, and you could just go in and see whatever movies you want with only a minor upcharge of like 50 cents, but otherwise you're paying a monthly fee to access the theater all the time. I think it's like $20 a month essentially, which I love that system, by the way, because I love just being able to go to the theater whenever I want, just buy individual tickets whenever I want, and I just pay a monthly fee. If you watch movies all the time, it's actually very cost effective. And then better yet, because I work for this company, I'm able to use that as a tax write-off because I do it for my job. Austin cracked the code, guys. Ha! Oh, my taxes this year are going to be fucking lit. So, anyway, yeah, get the fat refund coming my way. All right, so anyways, Knock at the Cabin. This is the new movie by M. Night Shyamalan. The Sixth Sense, Unbreakable, Signs, The Village, Lady in the Water. You know who this guy is. You have to know. Like, you've at least seen one of his movies. At least one. If you've seen a lot of them, you'll definitely know that he's had a very strange career trajectory. Like, he first came out with The Sixth Sense, which is one of the most highly regarded, like, thriller movies ever made. Like, when people talk about The Sixth Sense, they're just like, that's like one of the greatest movies ever made. I love that movie. And I'm pretty sure most people still think that that's M. Night Shyamalan's best movie. And I would agree. Like, it's kind of like he, you know, really just, you know, struck lightning with that movie. Somehow. Some way. Like, Bruce Willis killed it. Haley Joel Osment killed it. Like, it was just great. And then Unbreakable happened, and that movie was actually really solid. In some ways, I like Unbreakable more than The Sixth Sense, personally. I can see why people don't like it, but I love it personally. So, Unbreakable's great. And then Signs is, in my opinion, a pretty good movie. It's not my favorite movie of his, but it's definitely an iconic movie, a very memorable movie. And, you know, it's about aliens and whatnot, and, you know, has Mel Gibson, Joaquin Phoenix. You know, that movie still holds up really well for me. And then, like, soon after that is when his movies definitely started taking a very substantial dip in quality. Take The Village, for example. A lot of people didn't like that movie for whatever reason. Okay? Me, like, I just kind of thought it was, like, okay. I didn't hate it. I thought it was fine. I'd certainly like to revisit it because I feel like if I were to watch The Village again in today's mindset, I would probably enjoy it a lot more. But I think, like, for younger people, like, I was a teenager at the time, it doesn't appeal to them. Oh, jeez, my stupid chair, come on. So, you know, that's kind of my thought on, like, most of M. Night Shyamalan's career at that point. But then he made this movie called Lady in the Water. And that movie is when M. Night Shyamalan started going to what the fuck territory. Like, what the fuck is this movie? This is bullshit. This doesn't even make sense. And then he made The Happening. What? And he just had a slew of just really bad, awful, nonsensical movies that you're just kind of like, are you smoking something? Like, are you on drugs or some shit? Or like your writer's on drugs? Like, it's some bullshit like that. And so M. Night Shyamalan got really fucking frustrating for a while. But I think nowadays, I think he's kind of coming back. The sign of him making a comeback was when he made that movie Split with James McAvoy with the split personalities and stuff. I didn't see that movie, but people finally like felt like he was making good movies again when he made that one. And then he made Glass, which people fucking hated, but I didn't see it, so whatever. People can talk shit all they want. So now we come to this movie, Knock at the Cabin. This is the most recent movie he's done. I genuinely loved this movie. I really did. I could totally see why people may or may not hate it. And I could definitely see why people won't trust it initially because they know it's M. Night Shyamalan. And they're just kind of like, but he's made a lot of really bad movies. Yes, he has. This is not one of them. It's not. No, this movie was actually really decent. So let's kind of look at a review. This is on JoeBlow.com. Like, I'm not stealing their review. I'm just kind of using this as a frame of reference. You know, just visually speaking, so you can kind of see what this movie's about. And I'm going to take, like, little snippets from these reviews and just kind of put my own spin on it. So, I'm not going to completely take this verbatim, is what I'm saying. Because I could certainly write this review myself, but I don't have the time to do that right now. So I'm just kind of going off the cuff and starting off this way. I already have written my own reviews on the NextEd website here. Which if it'll load up properly, yep. Yeah. So by the way, as far as NextEd Media is concerned, this little logo right here, this is our website. So I'm also going to post this in the chat here so you know what this is. When I started doing the movie review thing, I just started doing written reviews. And so I already have a bunch of written reviews up here. But the problem is that we're pivoting away from the written reviews and we're going more towards video review content like what I'm doing now. So that's the change. So for example, the last review I wrote was actually for Minions Rise of Gru. Which, there's one major problem with this website you'll already notice. The frickin' background makes this text very hard to read. Which I already brought that up to Cody. But they definitely need to fix that if they want this written content to mean stuff. Video reviews have more soul. Yes, they do, Tadakichi. You're so right. And also, I'm very, very passionate about movies, and I'm sure you can tell just by my tone of voice that I can say so much more about the movie than just through text alone. So, this is why I'm doing this format, and I'm going to be streaming Austin movies pretty consistently from now on. And I'll still do games. I'll still do games every once in a while. But this is definitely much more my element, so I'm going to be streaming this more. So look forward to that. Also, you'll find this on YouTube and Facebook also. So, share with your friends, follow all my pages and stuff. If you don't have all my link socials, you can definitely find my link tree down below. And then you also have Twitter, Discord, Instagram, TikTok, that you can also follow me. On TikTok, I post a lot of videos where I do my pre-movie, where it's just hey, I'm going to the theater to see this movie, blah, blah. I've been playing more Worms to practice, so prepare yourself. Oh, fuck yeah, dude. We're going to play Worms soon. We will. I've just been really busy, so when I'm not busy, we'll do it. Okay. So, anyways. Yeah, as far as, just this review I did of Rise of Gru, I'm very, stream of conscious, improvise, off the cuff. So, I was just I think I know what you're thinking. Another Minions movie. Didn't that last one suck? Well, in my opinion, it didn't suck. It was just cute, simple movie about Minions. Clearly made for kids. If you're an adult watching Minions expecting high art, you're in the wrong movie. You're also likely very entitled and cynical. That movie is not for you. So, that's just a taste of what my written reviews are like. Okay? So, having these written reviews is good, but just having it by itself, not so great. So, here at Joe Blow, they actually have a combination of the written and the movie review. So I might do something like this eventually, but for right now, I'm just doing the streaming version of it. So I will ask for the last time. Will you make a choice? So that's just part of the trailer, right? Knock at the cabin. So that's what you'd be expecting.
Imagine this. You're on vacation with your family, and Dave Bautista, carrying a bunch of brutal weapons he says he made himself, tells you that to stop the end of the world from happening, you or someone in your family has to die.
What the fuck? That's the premise in a nutshell. Honestly, I don't even need to take any more from this review. You get it. And if you've seen the trailer, you get it. Okay, so the plot synopsis in written form right there. So, and you also saw that, hey, somebody in your family has to die. They already said this part right here. So, to make the choice even harder, suicide isn't an option. Someone literally has to be killed. And now imagine Bautista, as crazy as he sounds, might be telling the truth. Or at least some compelling evidence, or at least has some compelling evidence that he's not nuts. This is actually a fantastic opening paragraph for what this movie is about. So I'm not going to even go into further detail with this review because that already summed up a lot of what I need to say. So thank you for that. Who wrote this review? Chris Bumbray. He's been writing in Joe Blow right here for many, many years. Much respect to this dude. I don't agree with every single opinion that he has, but... Oh, God. Shut up. Shut up, watch. I don't agree with every single opinion that he has on this website, but I've been following him for years, and I think he's a pretty damn good film critic. And I agree with a good majority of his reviews. So, what he gave this movie is a solid 8 out of 10. Great. Great. Now you might be thinking, but wait, M. Night Shyamalan movies have been sucking lately. Not this one. Not this one. I highly suggest checking out this one. You do not have to say it. You do not have to see it in the theater if you don't want to, but I would highly recommend it because it's one of those movies that's like an original movie, and the more you see movies like this in the theater, the more likely Hollywood's going to make more movies like this that are actual original scripts, that have actors that care, that are not cookie cutter movies. Like, this movie is like pretty original, I think. Like, it's based on a novel called The Cabin at the End of the World by Paul G. Tremblay, right? Okay, so maybe not original, quote unquote. But as far as like this being a great adaptation and a high quality movie, that's great. Support this movie if you want more of this. If you want more like franchise stuff, then go support that too. You know, technically, like, we all vote with our wallets as far as like what, what movies get made, right? But also when it comes to the streaming game, we also vote with our eyeballs. That's how Netflix works. With Netflix, if they get a whole bunch of eyeballs on a really great movie, they'll keep making more of that. So, for example, those goddamn 365 Days movies and those goddamn fucking Kissing Booth movies, those movies got eyeballs from everyone. That's why Netflix keeps making them, you idiots. Okay? So, the streaming game has changed the game of movie making. So this is definitely like a more of a theater traditional style movie. It's also a very religious type movie. So if you end up not liking it, I get it. It's not your type of movie. That's fine. For me, it totally worked for me. I thought the acting was fantastic. I thought the movie looked great. It was shot very well. It's definitely one of M. Night Shyamalan's best movies. It reminded me a lot of Signs in a great way. My only notes on it, there are some Shyamalan-isms as far as like the dialogue is concerned that will definitely still kind of come off as off-putting and very like scripted. You know, I think M. Night has a very bad habit of overwriting his movies sometimes, but thankfully I feel like he let the novel speak for itself in this one. And I think the actors really helped like make the performances a bit more natural and less wooden, less robotic. Because I know like Shyamalan dialogue has a robotic quality to it sometimes, but this movie has it less so. So that's the good news. What else? Other like nitpicks I could think of. I was sad that the order of characters that got introduced in the movie, and like, some characters live, some characters die. Not going to go into detail about that, but with the order of operations in the movie, like, it kind of played out in a way that made me a little sad, but at the same time, like, once it all comes together, you actually, like, oh, okay, that's why they did it that way. So, this is definitely a movie where, like, you don't want to overthink it while the movie's going. You kind of want to save your thoughts until the end, because everything does come together in the end as far as, like, what the movie's going for. Because there's a lot of ridiculous shit that happens in the movie, so if you're trying to question it in the moment, you're doing it wrong. Like, M. Night Shyamalan, I think, is like fucking with you on purpose in order to do that. And also, this movie heavily plays on the idea of how like suicide cults operate, or like religious cults, or any kind of cults like that in general that do crazy shit like this. And they do wild, outlandish things, and they believe wild, outlandish things. And thankfully, the movie fully acknowledges that, because otherwise this wouldn't work at all. So, I think this movie definitely, as far as like my rating of it, I think 8's a great number. I would probably lean a bit more towards 9, personally. Like, as far as M. Night movies, it's up there. Like Signs, I would also give a 9. Like Unbreakable, I'd probably give like a 9.5 or almost a 10. So, just to give you a scale. Yeah, so I'd say like somewhere between 8 or 9, but I'm leaning more towards 9. What would you say in response to people who just see the trailer and go, oh, people dying in a cabin in the woods? How is this different from the movie Cabin in the Woods? Fucking stupid. You know why? Cabin in the Woods is a parody movie of horror movies that, Joss Whedon made. Like, completely different fucking movies. Fucking stupid is what I'd say to them, Tadakichi. Holy fucking shit. How is it different from the movie Cabin in the Woods? What, like any movie that has a cabin in the woods is automatically going to be similar? Go fuck yourself if you think that. That's what I say. Now, Tadakichi, I don't think you think that. You're just saying that you see people saying that shit all the time, and that's what I say to those fucking shitlords, fucking trolls, or sheep that don't give a fuck. They're just kind of like, oh, people dying in a cabin? That's original. I've seen this movie a million times. You know what? Shut up, you entitled, ungrateful prick. You're the type of people who are so cynical and so fucking, like, idiotic. Like, you can't even enjoy movies even if, like, they tailor make them to you. Like, there's no pleasing you. None. Like, you're impossible. Like, you're like that fucking nerd guy at the Simpsons comic book shop. It's like, worst movie ever. Oh, it's a movie about people dying at the cabin in the woods. How is it different from the movie Cabin in the Woods? We've already had a million Cabin in the Woods movies. You're fucking that guy. Fuck you. Just fuck you. I don't even want you to kill yourself. I want you alive. I do. Because I want you to know the error of your ways. And I want you to learn from them. So you can learn to enjoy movies again. That's my mission. So thanks for the question, Tadakichi. I hope it was as long-winded as you desired. Because I fucking hate people like that, just so you know. And I will actively fight against them. I don't care. Like, bring it, slut. Fucking try and ban me. I don't care. It's called freedom of speech, idiot. I can have my opinions. Oh, wait a second. I need to check my doorbell real quick. Okay, it's just a car. Okay, cool. Yep, just cars. All right, great. No problem. Oh, actually, I need to check Streamlabs real fast. Okay, nobody's on my Facebook feed right now, which that's actually convenient, but at the same time, hey, if you want to rewatch this again on Facebook, like, it's automatically streaming there, so you'll be able to see it, no problem. Okay, yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah, seamless. In fact, I'm also just going to just to make sure if anybody's in the Facebook one. Because don't worry, I don't care if nobody's talking in the other streams. Like, I just want those for the record. As far as, like, on Facebook and on YouTube, like, I want those for posterity. And in fact, like, I might delete the stream beforehand, like the VOD beforehand, just because, like, that was all behind the scenes shit anyway. So it actually kind of worked out that stream ended randomly. So thanks. All right. So anyway, and plus we could go for about a half hour, so this is good. So this is actually a good time to stop talking about Knock at the Cabin. Yeah, 8. I would say 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10. Good Shyamalan movie, worth checking out if you get a chance. If you don't see it in theaters, catch it on streaming. That's fine. Absolutely. Okay, next, Avatar: The Way of Water. Oh boy. I'm just going to kind of use Google here. Let's see, or actually, maybe I want to use, claim this knowledge panel. Amazon, shut up. Wait, where's that, no, because I didn't want that. Yeah, I want this. Okay, so like Rotten Tomatoes and all that kind of stuff. Okay, Amazon, shut the fuck up. Do I have to silence you? Okay, so this movie, I saw this in the 3D 40X, okay? Because it's Avatar. It's like the special effects Marvel of, cinema today. Like, all the Marvel movies, yeah, they're visual spectacles, don't get me wrong. But y'all remember when the first Avatar came out back in 2008, right? At that time, Avatar was the most technically brilliant movie that had been achieved at the time. On a technical, visual, artistic level. not in a story level. The story plot was like very typical sci-fi, like, Dances with Wolves, all that kind of shit. So, how's the sequel fare in comparison? I would say it's slightly better than the first one. Slightly. So, I will say if you hated the first Avatar movie, this one will not change your mind. Because not only is it more of the same, it's the improvements are only marginal, and as far as like the story is concerned, like if you're already not invested in the story of these people, this movie isn't going to drag you back in, I don't think. However, I enjoyed the first movie enough to where I actually got quite a lot out of the sequel for it, especially considering that there was a 12 or 13 year gap between these movies. And I will definitely say, like, if you watch this movie without having seen the first one, you're just going to be confused. You kind of have to have both movies. So, as far as, like, ratings are concerned, ratings are actually really high. 4.4 audience rating. Pretty good. As far as, like, this review right here, let's check it out. Avatar The Way of Water review, stunning sequel, my rating, 4 out of 5. Performances, James Cameron is known for getting the optimum out of his cast and crew. All the actors came up with brilliant performances. Let's read more of this guy. Jake Sully stand out by showing variations in expressions and emotions. I will actually highly agree with this guy. Sam Worthington, he actually improved quite a lot over the years. And he actually gave a lot more nuance to this performance in this movie compared to the first movie. And I have some theories as to why, but I'm not going to talk about that yet. Having never seen either, is it true they've got the next two already filmed? Not already filmed, but they are in the process of filming them, and they're definitely going to make sure that those two get released within the next few years. So, almost yes. Okay, but yeah, like, Jake Sully's a character so much better than this movie. Absolutely. Like, Sam Worthington acted so much better than this movie. Now, Zoe Saldana, in both of these movies, she's already fantastic. So, I feel like Sam Worthington really, like, was able to improve a lot in the interim between the first movie and this movie. So, that's the best aspect of this movie, in my opinion. He maintained the same intensity to make an impact. Zoe Saldana, Cliff Curtis, and Kate Winslet blended with him to elevate the scenes with their performances. Yes, they did. The actors who played the roles of their children brought in good emotions to complete the story. I will actually agree with this too. Pretty decent child actors. Not the best, but decent enough. Like, they weren't terrible by any means. And then, okay, he talks about technical values and all that kind of stuff. Cool. Highlight. Wait. Ah, jeez. Highlights. James Cameron's direction. Visual effects. Fuck yeah. Spectacular. Some of the best of the year. By far. Production design. Fuck yeah. By far. Cinematography. Fuck yeah. Climax sequence. Fuck yeah. The climax was actually fucking badass. I'll fully admit that. Drawbacks, lengthy runtime. I didn't feel the runtime too much. I do feel like it could have been cut down just a little bit. But I do think, like, it wasn't that terrible. Like, it is a 3-hour movie, but I think it mostly justified it. I think it probably would be a lot better if it was just 2.5 hours. I think. But, James Cameron wanted to make a 3-hour movie. He did it well. And the first movie, I forget how long that one was. Let's check the first movie in comparison. Avatar movie. Right, so the first one, yep. Just the first one. Amazon, you're fucking driving me nuts. Like, stop popping up right now. Shut up right now. I don't need you. Okay. Alright, so made in 2009. Obviously, like, one of the highest grossing movies ever made. Past the $2 billion mark. $2 billion. Yeah. Insane. And so, Sam Worthington, Jake Sully, Zoe Saldana, Stephen Lang. Yeah, so most of the same characters return, I believe. In 1994, wrote an 80-page treatment for Avatar. He had this idea since 1994. And then it finally came out in 2008. Holy shit, guys. Like, what a fucking astounding type of movie. So clearly, like, this movie is a very visual effects driven movie. And, like, this is the type of movie where, like, they're trying to push the boundaries of visual effects. And these take a long, long time to make. And there are great reasons why. Like James Cameron, he's in a position to where he can take his time with this shit because he's already like one of the most famous directors ever. And he does make genuinely great movies a majority of the time. Like even his worst movies are like mediocre at worst, in my opinion. So yeah, he can get away with it. He really can. Like Avatar, like I would say that's like a 6 or 7 out of 10 movie overall, from what I remember when I first saw it. But hey, maybe I'll watch it again. Maybe I'll appreciate it more nowadays. Who knows? Especially with the sequel in mind. Now, how long was the first one? I just want to know that. Yeah, so the budget was only $237 million. It made $2.93 billion. That's the first fucking movie. That's insane. What a fucking cash cow. Okay, so. Production. No, I just want to know. I just want to know how long it is. That's all I want. Overview. Yeah. Okay, so Avatar 3, that's going to come out 2024. Avatar 4, 2026. Avatar 5, 2028. Okay, so they got these all planned out, apparently. And if that's a delay any of these things, so be it. All right? That gets a franchise and a half, let me tell you. Shit. Avatar movie length. Okay, so the first Avatar was 2 hours and 42 minutes. So both of these movies are very long movies, okay? So the second one is only a little bit longer than the first one. All right? So you know what? I guess it's justified. I didn't feel like the runtimes were so insane to the point where I was bored all the way through. Like, maybe they were a little long, maybe they could have been a little shorter, but, you know, they're trying to be epic movies. And I think they succeed. I think they really do. In my personal opinion. Like, I do not think these movies are terrible by any means. If you think they're terrible, you fucking suck. You just do. You don't appreciate art. You don't. You don't. Because trust me, I went to animation school, 3D animation school, and this movie came out like right when I started going there. And trust me, like I appreciated the fuck out of it when it came to a visual effects level. Holy balls. And then, hey, everybody had the same criticism. The story is pretty mid. You know, like, Dances with Wolves, you know, Fern Gully, all these other movies. And it's just like, well, James Cameron wanted to make that kind of hippie movie. He wanted to. Because guess what? That's a very time-tested story. It is. He just put it in a sci-fi context. You're probably just mad because he didn't think of it. Oops. James Cameron's a very smart man. Don't underestimate him. Just don't. Just don't. All right. So with that being said, okay, I need to deal with that later. So with that being said, so we've been going for about a half an hour. I did want to keep this relatively short. What do you guys think about any of these two movies that I discussed right now? Do you guys have any opinions that you want to share in the chat? Because I'd love to hear them. Like, Avatar 2 I thought was pretty good. I'd give that movie an 8. Avatar 1, probably 7.5. Maybe 8 now if I saw both of them back to back. I don't know. Like, Tadakichi, how about you? You got any opinions on any movies coming out? Or any movies you've seen recently? Share them. I want to hear. I do. I need some chat interaction, you know? Otherwise I'm going to end the stream and then I'll just leave it at that. Know what I'm saying, Doug? Alright. Yeah, and then otherwise, on top of that, I'll go ahead and post my links to my YouTube channel if you haven't followed that yet. Yeah, because actually, I'm getting pretty close to a good ending point anyway, so yeah, we'll just kind of use this section as like a final thoughts, and then I'll promote my other channels where you can find this too. Alright, to put some perspective on my viewing habits, I'm still working through the X-Files. Fantastic fucking show, dude. Fuck yeah. Kids make it hard to see in movies. Tadakichi, I'm going to challenge you on that notion, but first I'm going to share my Austin Has a Voice YouTube channel. If you're not following me there, please subscribe, hit the bell. If you like watching this on YouTube better than Twitch, you could absolutely do that. And I have YouTube chat available here also. We can discuss movies live with me. Live. I love doing this live. It's like a movie podcast where you get to actually talk to the movie reviewer. It's beautiful. Just do it. Kids make it hard to see movies in theaters, but by the end of the night, just too tired. Yeah, I totally get that part of it. You know why? Because you're working all day, and the kids, they want to go see a movie, but you have to be like, ugh, now I have to work to, take care of the kids and make sure they behave in the movie theater. And I have to pay all this money to take the kids there. I get it. Last movie I got to watch was Time Trap, and it was a B movie that just rocked. Fuck yeah, dude. I love that shit. So, Tadakichi, for you, you probably want to wait until these movies come out in streaming. Just watch it at home with the kids. Just do it. Probably not Knock at the Cabin. I think that was a little too intense for the kids. But Avatar 2, absolutely. Absolutely. Do it. So worth it. Like, watch it on the nicest TV you can possible. Because I'm sure you have a nice TV at home. Nice home theater setup. Just do it. Do it. Yeah. Because, yeah, you're right. Like, taking them out to the theater and stuff like that, like, yeah, there better be a big-ass fucking movie that they all want to go see to justify taking them all to the theater. And they better behave. And they better not make a mess of the popcorn. They better not fuck around. Or they're going to find out that's just like, oh, we're not going to the theater anymore. We're just going to watch it at home now. Because you going to the theater is too expensive, and you kids ruin the experience. So, sorry. So, that's my interpretation of what you said. All right, so. Yeah, so we're gonna wrap up here pretty quick because one of my very, very good friends, his name is God's Bicep. He just went live, and we're definitely gonna go to his stream in a little bit because he's playing Rising of Evil Impossible mode, which is a Resident Evil 4 mod, and it's fucking insane, and he's about to beat it. So that's very important to me right now. But I just want to wrap this up. So I want to say last movie I got to see in theaters was Frozen 2 with no kids. Okay. Frozen 2 was all right. I enjoyed it. I can see why people did not like it, especially compared to the first Frozen, which is a fucking classic, and I don't care what the fuck anybody says. Like, seriously, Frozen 1 had some of the best Disney music ever. You can't argue that. Frozen 2 tried to make the lightning strike twice, and they didn't fully stick the landing, but they did expand on the story a little bit more to where it was enjoyable. It just wasn't as good. That's my opinion. At least for the most part. Like, there's plenty of other nuances to that opinion too, but for the most part, I like Frozen 2. Cool. So I think with all that being said, I think I'm going to call it there. So, instead, thank you for talking movies with you guys. This is a great success, great start. I'm definitely going to pitch this more to my boss. I think he's going to love it. More of this, please. And also, I want to invite plenty of my NextF coworkers as guests into these streams and discussions too, because we're all a bunch of big movie nerds. And I think this could work out really well if, we get enough audience attention for this. So, yes, please. Okay, so. Last things I want to do. I want to do some promotion for myself. Okay, so. Yeah, Linktree. Yep. Yes, so here's my Linktree. You can access this down below. So I got quite a few things going on that I want to talk about. I have a GoFundMe page set up. Oh god, please let me kick it. Okay. Why is this link not working? Okay, I'm going to fix that in a bit. But I have a Streamlabs tip jar. I am not making much money doing this. So I'm trying to get the ball rolling here. So if you want to contribute to my tip jar, that would be so much appreciated. I could really use it. Especially for funding the idea of me being able to go see these movies and reviewing them for this stream. And also so I could pay to keep the goddamn lights on. Because unfortunately I'm not making consistent income doing this yet. But as long as I get support from all you guys consistently, like especially Dr. Tadakichi, like the fact that you've been subbed for as long as you have been, like that's been the greatest support I've received so far. So if you want to go further with your support, this will help me greatly. Also, I'm going to go bring up this GoFundMe because the GoFundMe is more important, and I don't know why the fuck the link's not working, but I'll figure it out later. I will. It's all in the link tree, so you'll be able to see it there. Where the fuck are you? Like, I know I bookmarked this shit. Where the fuck did I put it? There it is. GoFundMe. God damn it. Okay, so I'm gonna sign in. Yeah, there's me. Shut up. Blah blah blah. Okay, great. So here is my fundraiser right here. I'm going to share this in the chat for sure. So if you want to donate to the tip jar, that goes straight to my PayPal. That's great. If you want to donate to this, though, that is going to a special account that's going to help me pay my medical debts. Which I've only had 2 donations so far, and trust me, I could use more. Like, I had my dad donate $250, like, bless his heart. Then I had my friend Terry donate $50. And trust me, my medical debts are at like $15,000 right now. And that's because I've had a lot of mental health issues for the past few years. And I'm finally coming out the other side of them. But unfortunately, like, when I was fired from Facebook, it totally fucked up my medical benefits. So I wasn't able to pay for my mental health costs properly. So that's where a lot of this debt came from. And I'm trying to pay it off. And I also had to, like, stock up on credit cards on top of that as well. So 15,000 is the number I'm going for. So if you want to donate to this fund, I would so much appreciate that even more. But you don't have to. You don't have to if you don't want to. Like, if you're broke, like me, it's fine. Just kidding, I'm not broke, but I'm definitely struggling. So, other than that, we also have my Facebook. You just follow me there. Instagram, hell yes. Twitter, hell yes. And then my band, Emu Stampede. I've been pushing Emu Stampede big time, you guys. Big time. People love this shit. Love it. Which, by the way, if you want to support Emu Stampede, a great way you can do it is you could actually buy the digital album of my second album, Trampled by Smelly Emu Feet. You could buy it for $3 or more. So if you want to buy my albums, like $3 is the minimum. And if you want to tip me more on top of that, you can. You can do that right here on Bandcamp. My first album, The Emu's Feet Tonight, that one's just free on a base, but you can also name your price. Like, if you wanted to, like, buy this album and, like, hey, if you want to actually give me $5 for it, go for it. Or if you want to just give me $1, go for it. Or if you want to pay me $100 just to fuck around, that'd be hilarious. I'd be like, dude, hell yeah. $100 for this piece of shit? Like, I'd almost want to do that to myself just to fuck with people. But no, that'd be very impractical for me. So that's Emu Stampede. If you want to support my shit there, go for it. And then, of course, my Twitch. You're already here. So any other links that I could think of to put here, I will. This GoFundMe one, I need to fix that. So I'm going to actually go to my Linktree settings. No, I need to go to my settings. Streaming. Yeah, Linktree admin. Yeah, because I don't know what the fuck happened to that GoFundMe link, and I need to fix that pronto. Yeah, so let's go back to GoFundMe. See, I wasn't done with it, and I fucked it up. Oops. Yeah, so my fundraiser. Yep, so this one. Help medical debts. Yeah, so the link should just be this simple. All right. I can get to post this one. Yeah, just because I think that one's going to be a much more reliable link. Oh, I see what happened here. Oh, God, this link got disgusting. Okay. All right, that should fix it. That should fix it. Okay. So let's try this again. Go back to Linktree. Okay, fundraiser. Yep, so that much works. Okay, and I want Linktree. Yep, click. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, awesome. Awesome. Yeah. Good thing I fixed that. So, with all that in mind, that's going to be the end of the stream tonight, folks. Or today. It's only noon. I don't usually stream this early, but I definitely had to get this out. By the way, big shout out to Nick Sorensen. thanks for following, dude. I met you last night in Gilroy. You're fucking awesome. I really appreciate you following. So if you get to see this VOD later, shout out to you. Okay. So we're not going to raid anybody directly from Twitch, but what I am going to do is I'm going to link this in YouTube. I'm going to put this in the chat so you guys can follow this stream. Because essentially I'm going to see God's Bicep, Resident Evil 4, Rising Impossible. I'm going to be in here. So if you want to follow me along, that's where I'm going. All right, everybody. Thanks so much for your time. Thanks for hearing me out with my movies. We're going to do more of these. I guarantee it. And I'm going to think of more movies to talk about, especially because I saw so many movies last year. I might do like just kind of a catch up, like 2022 movies I saw and I reviewed, and do like the video version of this. So that's the next plan. All right, awesome. So also, if you want to keep up with my Discord and my Twitter, that's what I'm going to announce when I go live doing this. So keep that in mind. With that, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for supporting me. Means a lot. It means the world. Thanks, Tadakichi. You're fucking welcome, bitch. Dude, I'm going to come to Arizona and party with you again, like, once I actually get money coming in, because holy fuck, I'm going to... Unless you want to pay me some gas money right now, then I'll just drive down there and be like, oh, yo, let's go. Like, seriously, I have enough free time to totally pull that off, by the way. You don't even know. It's like, I dare you. I triple dog dare you, motherfucker. Because trust me, we got to get the donation hype train going. I mean, look at all these links I put in the chat. You know, at least put like $1 or something. That would fucking make me happy. I mean, you already got the sub. Don't get me wrong. Like, the sub means a lot to me. Like, the only thing that sucks about the subs is that I still have to wait for Twitch payouts. And that's always a pain in the ass. Which, by the way, I'm actually going to check that. Like, if I'm due for a payout anytime soon. Because I'm genuinely curious. Because I forget where to check, like, if you make the payout threshold or not. I think it's here. Or wait, no, dashboard. That's what I'm looking at, yeah. All right, actually, I'm going to look at this stuff behind the scenes. So, anyways, thanks so much for your help, for your support, for just joining me. It means so much to me. Like, this is my life's work. It really is. And trust me, not only am I going to do this with movies, I'm going to do this with video games, and I'm going to do this with music. Like, my Emu Stampede band, we're going to work on music together. It's going to be cool. I'm going to call it Austin Music. All right? Or, like, the Emu Show. I don't know. It's going to be great. We're going to figure it out together. All right? So, thanks so much for watching. Here's a bunch of hearts. Here's a fuckload of emus. You know, if you're subscribed and you got your emu emotes, have fun using them. And yeah, like I said, we're going to go check out God's Bicep on YouTube, Resident Evil 4, Rising of Evil. So if you want to follow along, that's where I'm going to be. All right. With that, thanks so much, guys. I'll see you next time. I think the next time I might go live might be either... let me check my calendar real fast, actually, because that's important. It's probably going to either be... Ooh. My Aunt Jean just called me, too. Let's see. Wait, what? No, that's wrong. I need to get that off my calendar because that's incorrect. Son of a bitch. Delete. There we go. Because I fucked up. Yeah, no, you're coming here. Yeah. So, Nicole Flight. LAX. Man, I hate when I like make a mistake on something and then I have to like correct it all at once. It's just kind of like, here we go. But trust me, this shit's important and I don't mind dragging this out and stuff. So whatever. All right. So calendar wise, next week, I think I might go live again on either Tuesday or Wednesday. We'll see. So look forward to that. And if I can make a consistent stream schedule of this, I'll definitely put it in Discord. Because that'll be very helpful for everybody involved. So, all right. With that, we're done. We're done. Ending screen.